What's up? No, it's all right. 3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? I'm Cynthia Conte for the best women's boxing show, period, in partnership with Blue Wire Network. I've got a top prospect, Abdullah Mason. You know, there are things whenever we talk about prospects, your name always comes up. I love watching you fight on the undercards of Top Rank, and now you're fighting on a very fun, exciting card here in Las Vegas on a Thursday. Interesting.
Absolutely. I'm ready. Super ready.
Wait, move over a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I can't wait. Thursday, it's gonna be a great night.
It really is, because when I watched you, during your interviews or actually on stage, you're very poised, you're very calm, and a lot of people when they're prospects, when they're fighting on a big stage in Vegas, here at T-Mobile. Imagine you were just fighting. This is a big deal. You kind of get like a little shy, but you're just so well thought, and you're just ready.
Absolutely. I'm going pretty fast, taking my time. I'm at it, every day. We consistent with it in the gym. Outside the gym, it's about boxing, and we just growing steady. Yeah.
Your manager, Jay Prince, he has a great stable. You have Shakur, you have Anderson, you have yourself also. Isley, who's also on the undercard, and I mean, imagine he was Andre Ward. So, think of all the people that he's had before you, and the stable he has now. What's some of the best advice Shakur has given you, or anyone that's been that's in your stable with him?
Same thing with everybody. They tell me stay focused and keep my family around me. That's a big attribute that I have, that I'm grateful for, and everybody tells me that, and they just tell me to make sure I keep them around me, stay focused, keep doing what I'm doing, and don't rush it, just enjoy the process.
It's true. When you look at the guys ahead of you, boxing is a very lonely sport, and they say keep your family tight, keep your close ones very close to you, because other people come and go, and at the end of the day, it's just you in there in the ring, and that's all you need is just the family who's going to be around you. What have you, you're still fairly young. What have you learned in the process of, amateurs to becoming a top prospect and hopefully one day a world champion?
One of the main things is just to keep growing, like I've been doing, alhamdulillah, but to keep growing, everybody, it's easy to get stagnant, but it's not as easy to stay consistent, depending on your circumstances. And, for me, I'm grateful that my circumstances allow me to, do that, to grow.
So, when you're in the gym with Shakur, have you sparred with him before at all?
Yeah. All
right. I've heard different things. What is the most difficult thing about Shakur in the ring? You ain't giving no game plans away.
Yeah. I'm not sure. He's a well-rounded fighter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if he's a well-rounded fighter, so you got to be smart when you in there. Yeah. I guess his best attribute is his mind. His thinking. Yeah, but he's a well-rounded fighter for sure.
I heard Michaela say in an interview that she sparred with Shakur, and the one thing that she found crazy was that he seems so far, but yet so close that he flicks you with the jab. That it's like his spacing is so good.
Oh yeah. He got some real good distance for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Now with this fight, we see it's going to be a fun little fight. I don't think De Los Santos even understood what Shakur was saying. But how does this fight play out to you?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen too much of Edwin, but I think Shakur is going to get it. I think he's going to figure him out early and do what he wants in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for you, what weight class do you think you're going to end up in?
I'm not sure. Right now it's 135, but we'll see. We'll see by the end of it.
That is a good weight class. I mean, 135, 140. Those were all the boys. I'm sorry, not boys. The men want to have the big fights. He'll eventually maybe have to fight Shakur one day. Have you guys ever talked about that?
Not specifically. Right now, boxing. All the fighters are steady growing. There's a lot of fights to be made. It's a lot of talk around different fights that are happening or potential fights. But boxing right now will determine that. Boxing determine who's at the top, who's where, and when whatever happens, when it happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you been in the ring with Crawford?
I haven't.
Yeah. Who do you watch when you, for a fighter, for people who don't know you or not familiar with you when they first see you, what's your fighting style like if you can put a couple fighters together?
I would say I don't know.
What's your jab? Whose jab do you have? Or
I'm not sure.
or do you kind of replicate?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, what's your favorite arsenal in your tool in your arsenal? What is your favorite tool in your arsenal?
Well, my jab, absolutely.
Yeah.
My jab, absolutely. Yeah, that sets everything up.
Thank you very much. You know what? Whenever you watch fights, I'm like, jab! And what fights are you excited about since you are a fight fan through and through?
I'm excited about the fight coming up on the 25th. The Benavidez. Yeah, that's
Who you got in that fight? That's a 50-50 fight, I believe.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna just sit back and watch. Yeah.
Do you see that David he's growing and he has a lot of man strength, and then you have Andrade, who's at the tail end of his thing, but he's a very unconventional fighter. He can jab. He has over 300 amateur fights. It's just sad to say that his career went the way it did. He doesn't have the big names, but he can spank some ass. Do you see how Benavidez performs? If you had to give your prediction, if your life depended on it, who wins that fight? Come on, Abdullah, come on.
I know the Mexican monster he's coming for sure. I haven't watched too much of Demetrius Andrade, but I hear a lot of good things about him. Mm-hmm. So we just have to see how it play out. I don't know right now. I guess I have to leave that one on the line.
And last one, do you watch women's fights?
Sometimes.
Who's your favorite, or who do you watch? Who do you like to watch? Female fighter.
I'm not sure specifically. I haven't watched too much of it. A lot of the champions now are good fighters. Alicia, I know she could fight. Other champions. What's her name?
Michaela?
Clarissa Shields, Michaela. Yeah, Michaela. All the top fighters.
All right. Well, can you tell everyone where they can watch your fight and when, and where they can follow you on social media?
My fight will be live on ESPN Plus November 16th. That's this Thursday coming up. Make sure y'all watch it and follow me on social media at Abdullah_Mason.
All right, Abdullah, I want to see that jab. You better pump that jab out. Right. Bruce Carrington. What is up? The last time we spoke to you, that was probably Jeandra and I had so much fun talking to you. Yeah. You were fighting in Brooklyn. Yeah. Did you have the bus?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It was great. It was such a great turnout. Like, we had about like 2 buses full, and it was a great turnout, man. Obviously I came back with the victory. Everybody, they enjoyed themselves on the bus, and just the whole trip was amazing. And it's just something that I want to continue to do for anytime I fight close to home or somewhere like that's not as close as home. Just to have a Bruce Carrington experience, a Team Carrington experience. Every single time I fight is going to be an experience. So that's what I'm selling.
How exciting. Did Kenneth Sims fight on the same card as you that night? I don't remember. No. Okay, because I remember watching it. You had a great victory, and I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so now you are back in the ring. When?
December 9th in South Florida. I can't remember the exact Pinebrook Crest, I believe. If I'm wrong, please, correct me. But out there in South Florida, December 9th, and on Heisman weekend.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I hope it's not hurricane weather that time.
Right. Yeah.
That's all. No, you can't do a bus.
Yeah, not at all.
You're going to have to, I was going to say, would you boat people in?
Man, I ain't got it like that. That would be crazy, though. That would be something different. Bruce Carrington experience. I mean, listen, maybe in the future, who knows? Hey, I'll do it big. Now, stop playing around.
Who's your opponent?
His name is Jason Sanchez. He's a former title challenger. He's fought Oscar Valdez. He's fought another guy that was pretty good in the 130 weight division, and he's fought like a lot of top guys. The only time he lost was against top guys, and they never stopped him. Mm-hmm. So I'm going into this fight looking to put on an impressive performance, and if I get the stoppage, then hey, it is what it is. But we're definitely gonna be focused on getting a W and put on an emphatic performance.
That's very nice. At least you get to fight after Thanksgiving and right before Christmas.
Right, yeah.
Unlike the fight next week, the Benavidez Andrade.
Yeah.
They can't even eat. Oh my God, that's really sad.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get some quick predictions from you. Obviously, we're here for the Shakur fight. He's fighting De Los Santos. We saw it up there. He's talking mad shit and De Los Santos had no clue what he's saying. Which he might. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
And that would be so funny if he did understand him.
Yeah.
But everyone knows. I mean, it's not a 50-50 fight as what they're saying, but how does Shakur he's in that thing of he can have the best wins, but he's not going to get the next, opponent that he wants.
Yeah.
But how does this fight play out?
I think I see Shakur getting the W. I don't see it being in the first few rounds, it might be a little exciting because I feel like De Los Santos, he's going to bring, a lot of energy. He's going to try to, shut Shakur down or whatever and try to be very assertive and impose his will. But Shakur is one of them guys that's like really patient.
Yeah.
And he's super confident in his defense, super confident in his game, his all-around game. So it's going to be real difficult for De Los Santos to get an upset for this fight. I don't see it, honestly, to be honest. But it could be a difficult fight for Shakur, depending on how the fight goes, or if De Los Santos has good power.
Yeah.
If Shakur gets hit, which is rare. Guy's defense is really good. But I see Shakur winning this pretty, open.
Okay.
Like an open victory for sure.
And David Benavidez, a Mexican monster, takes on Boo Boo Andrade. Who wins this fight?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. People are not giving. I think it's a 50-50 fight.
I can see it being a 50-50 fight because of Andrade's boxing style. He fights to win. He's not always the prettiest style. It's not always the most exciting, but he fights to win. And David Benavidez, I also feel like he's the type of guy that's he shows. There's not too many chinks in his armor. He's so durable, so fast, so strong. He gets stronger by the round, and I feel like if Andrade can keep up with his pace, then Andrade could possibly use his boxing skills to get the victory. Because I watched the Caleb Plant fight with David Benavidez, and Caleb Plant had a really good game plan up until he got tired. If Andrade can follow through with that and last, at least even more than 8 rounds before getting tired at least, then yeah, he could definitely lock in a victory. But David Benavidez, he's a big problem, big guy.
We're going to find out because whoever wins this is supposed to get Canelo, but we'll see if that even happens because they ain't waiting for Canelo. They're tired of waiting.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be an excellent fight. We're going to see Demetrius brings out the dog in a fight. He's very unconventional. He makes it really ugly. People don't realize he has an amateur background of over 300 fights, and they don't know that, and then they just know of David. But I think it's going to be a great fight. And I know you have a guest that wants to come in. You want to introduce. Come on in.
Yes.
And introduce, or what's his name?
Yes, it's my boy Rodrigo Mosquera.
Get in.
You get in right here. Yeah. Rodrigo Mosquera. He's having his pro debut.
Are you
January
managing
13th. No, it's funny. You're the second person.
Well, because usually when someone introduces, it's like, okay, who you got? Okay.
Right.
So, okay, what's his name again? I'm sorry.
Rodrigo Mosquera.
What are you, Cuban?
No, I'm actually Mexican and Colombian.
Okay.
My grandfather, he originated from Colombia. My grandmother originated from Mexico.
Okay, and what's your record?
Right now,
You get in the middle
Yeah,
here.
you get in the middle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do your thing.
What's your record?
I'm making my professional debut January 13th in Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
At the Commerce Casino.
Okay, and what promotion?
It's All Star.
Okay. Yeah. What's your do you have an amateur background?
Yes, I fought in many nationals. I've won a lot of tournaments, and now I'm here working with the best, working with Shu.
Okay.
Pleasure to be here.
Shu Shu is great. He, you may as well learn from the best and get the ins and out from the best. Are you excited? What made you go pro, first of all? I mean, because people kind of jump into the pros a little too early because they were like, forget the amateur background because they just want to make money. You find this is the right time for you?
Yes, I believe it is the right time for me, as well as my team. We've talked about it for a while now and developed in the gym. And I've been boxing since I was 7 years old, so it's always been my dream, my goal to make that professional step and to start growing in the professional ranks. So I'm more than ready.
All right. Well, then you guys tune in. What's your social so people can follow you so they can start following your career?
You guys can follow my Instagram at caballero_mosquera.
That's a very caballero. You should have just put what's all the bad words I say? Well, you guys make sure you guys follow him and make sure you guys follow and watch Shu Shu's fight in December. He's gonna be bringing Christmas in early for all of us. So yes, thank you guys, and I can't wait to see your prediction. And I can't wait to see you in the ring. Best of luck to you, both of you, in the ring, and stay healthy and safe. All right, guys, I'm Cynthia Conte for the Best Women's Boxing Show. Period. See you guys at the fight. Peace out.